One of the simplest yet most powerful habits seniors can adopt for longevity is drinking water immediately after waking up. While it may seem like a basic act, the science behind this habit is profound, especially for individuals over the age of 60. During sleep, the body undergoes a natural detoxification process. By morning, your organs are slightly dehydrated, your blood is more viscous, and your digestive system is on standby. Hydration is the first step to jumpstart your entire internal system. After 6 to 8 hours without water, your body craves hydration. Starting the day with a glass of lukewarm water around 250 to 500 milliliters reactivates your kidneys, liver, and digestive tract, flushing out toxins and preparing your system for nutrient absorption. For seniors, this is particularly important, as kidney function and digestive efficiency naturally decline with age. Water consumption right after waking also helps normalize blood pressure, which tends to fluctuate more dramatically in older adults. Many seniors suffer from chronic mild dehydration without realizing it. Symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, joint pain, and confusion are often misattributed to aging when they may actually be signs of inadequate fluid intake. Rehydrating in the morning improves cognitive clarity, energy levels, and bowel regularity, all of which are vital for maintaining independence and quality of life after 60. To enhance the effect, some longevity experts recommend adding a slice of lemon or a pinch of Himalayan salt to the morning water. Lemon adds vitamin C and aids liver detox, while mineral salt replenishes trace minerals lost overnight. However, even plain water does the job. Consistency matters more than additives. There's also a strong link between hydration and heart health. When your blood is too thick due to lack of water, it puts more strain on the heart to pump. This is one reason heart attacks are more likely to occur in the early morning hours. Drinking water upon waking thins the blood slightly, making circulation smoother and reducing cardiovascular strain. A crucial factor for seniors with hypertension or a history of heart issues. Importantly, this habit needs to happen before tea, coffee, or breakfast. Caffeine in food can trigger digestion, but they don't properly rehydrate. Water must come first, ideally within 5 minutes of waking. In sum, this habit is free, easy, and takes less than a minute, yet it lays the foundation for a longer, healthier day and life. For seniors, prioritizing hydration right after waking is not just about comfort. It's about restoring the body's essential balance and potentially adding years to their lifespan. As we age, stiff joints, reduced flexibility, and morning sluggishness become common. For seniors, these issues can significantly affect balance, posture, and overall mobility. That's why performing gentle mobility exercises right after waking up is one of the most beneficial habits for longevity and physical resilience. Within the first few minutes of rising, our muscles are still relaxed from sleep, but our joints may be stiff due to lack of movement for several hours. Activating the body through light, targeted movements primes the entire musculoskeletal system for the day ahead. Gentle mobility exercises are different from traditional workouts. They aren't about building muscle or breaking a sweat. Instead, they focus on lubricating the joints, improving blood flow, and waking up the nervous system. For seniors, this could mean rotating the neck, rolling the shoulders, doing ankle circles, knee lifts, or a simple spinal twist while sitting or lying down. These movements require no equipment and can be performed right at the bedside. One key benefit of morning mobility is its ability to prevent falls. One of the leading causes of injury among older adults, falls are often due to stiffness, poor coordination, or delayed reaction time. A short morning routine of 5 to 10 minutes improves body awareness, reflexes, and balance, giving seniors greater confidence throughout the day. Joint lubrication is another crucial factor. During sleep, synovial fluid, the liquid that keeps joints moving smoothly, becomes more viscous. Light movement stimulates this fluid, restoring its protective function and reducing joint pain. Seniors with arthritis or osteoarthritis can benefit significantly from this practice, as it reduces inflammation and stiffness naturally, without medication. Additionally, gentle movement improves circulation, which is often slower in older adults. It helps warm the body, carry oxygen to the brain, and prepare the digestive system for breakfast. Breathing becomes deeper, posture improves, and the body enters a state of readiness rather than fatigue. It's also a great opportunity to practice mind-body connection. Seniors can perform these exercises mindfully, focusing on how each joint feels and how their body responds to movement. This not only enhances physical performance, but also sharpens mental clarity, a powerful bonus for cognitive health. A sample morning mobility sequence could be neck rolls clockwise and counterclockwise, shoulder shrugs and rolls, arm circles seated or lying, spinal twist, knee to chest pulls, ankle rotations, toe and finger flexes. All of these can be completed in under 5 minutes and modified for physical limitations. In the early morning hours, before the rush of daily tasks begins, taking just a few minutes to practice deep breathing can profoundly impact a senior's overall health, both physically and mentally. As we age, the efficiency of our respiratory and cardiovascular systems naturally declines. Lungs may not expand as fully, and oxygen exchange can be less efficient. But the body's need for oxygen remains essential, especially for brain function, energy levels, and cellular repair. This is where deep, intentional breathing becomes a critical morning habit for longevity. Upon waking, most people breathe shallowly, especially if they wake from a restless sleep. Shallow breathing limits oxygen intake, which in turn affects brain clarity, muscle recovery, and even immune strength. By contrast, deep diaphragmatic breathing, also called belly breathing, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowers blood pressure, stabilizes the heart rate, and improves cognitive function. For seniors, this is especially beneficial in reducing anxiety, enhancing focus, and preparing the mind for the day with calm and clarity. Practicing deep breathing right after waking floods the bloodstream with fresh oxygen, helping cells wake up and detoxify more efficiently. This improves not only brain alertness but also circulation, which is often sluggish in older adults after lying down all night. Oxygen is the brain's primary fuel. Even a mild drop in oxygen levels can result in symptoms like confusion, foggy thinking, headaches, or fatigue, issues often mistakenly attributed solely to aging. A simple deep breathing routine could involve the 4-4-6 technique. Inhale deeply through the nose for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 4 seconds, exhale slowly through the mouth for 6 seconds. Doing this for just 3 to 5 minutes can increase oxygen saturation, relax tense muscles, and regulate stress hormones. Seniors who start their mornings with this technique report better mental clarity, mood, and even digestion, as the nervous system shifts into a healing, rest and digest state. Another overlooked benefit is how deep breathing supports heart health. Shallow or rapid breathing can increase heart rate and raise blood pressure. In contrast, deep breathing helps reduce cardiac strain, stabilize blood vessels, and balance blood pH levels. This is especially crucial for seniors dealing with hypertension or cardiovascular concerns. Moreover, deep breathing can become a gateway to mindfulness or light meditation, setting a peaceful and focused tone for the day. It trains the mind to be present, reduces the chances of early morning anxiety or racing thoughts, and builds mental resilience over time. Importantly, this habit requires no tools, equipment, or physical exertion, making it accessible for all seniors, even those with mobility or health limitations. Starting the day with a positive mental frame is one of the most overlooked but deeply impactful habits seniors can adopt for longevity and emotional resilience. After age 60, many people experience increased vulnerability to stress, loneliness, and emotional fatigue due to life transitions like retirement, health challenges, or loss of loved ones. But how we mentally engage with the world the moment we wake up sets the emotional tone for the entire day. A calm, focused, and optimistic mindset in the morning isn't just a feel-good habit, it can literally extend life expectancy by supporting brain function, reducing cortisol, and improving immune response. Positive mental framing involves consciously choosing thoughts, beliefs, or affirmations that encourage hope, peace, and purpose. It can be as simple as saying out loud, "Today is a fresh chance. I'm grateful to be alive," or "I can choose joy no matter the circumstances." These affirmations might sound small, but they prime the subconscious mind and influence the neurochemistry of the brain. In fact, studies show that older adults with a more optimistic mindset are less likely to develop chronic diseases, cognitive decline, and depression. Positivity isn't about denying real challenges, it's about reframing them. A positive mindset enhances resilience, helping seniors bounce back more quickly from setbacks, whether physical or emotional. Morning is a powerful time for mental framing because the brain is in a theta alpha state, which is more open to suggestion and change. This is when the mind is most plastic, meaning habits and thoughts practiced during this time can stick more easily and influence the subconscious throughout the day. Seniors can use this window to engage in gratitude reflection, where they list 3 to 5 things they for seniors. One of the most underrated yet profoundly effective morning habits for enhancing longevity is early sunlight exposure. Just 5 to 10 minutes of natural light in the morning can help regulate the body's internal clock, improve sleep quality, balance hormones, and even enhance mood. As people age, their circadian rhythm, the internal system that governs sleep-wake cycles, tends to become disrupted. This leads to problems like waking too early, insomnia, fatigue, or daytime sleepiness. Sunlight serves as a natural reset button for the body's clock, signaling that it's time to be awake, alert, and active. The body has a master clock, located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus (SCN) of the brain. This clock relies on external cues, primarily light, to stay in sync with the 24-hour day. When sunlight enters the eyes, it triggers a series of biological reactions. Melatonin production drops, and cortisol, the natural wake-up hormone, rises gradually. This effect is especially crucial for older adults, whose melatonin production may already be reduced, resulting in irregular sleep patterns and weakened immunity. Getting direct sunlight in the first hour after waking not only boosts alertness and mental clarity but also influences hormonal balance, especially the production of serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for mood, focus, and calmness. Higher serotonin levels during the day help convert into melatonin at night, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. Poor sleep is strongly linked to cognitive decline, memory loss, and weakened heart health in seniors, so anything that improves sleep indirectly improves longevity. What makes morning sunlight uniquely powerful is the angle and quality of light. Morning light is rich in blue wavelengths, which are the most effective at regulating circadian rhythms. Unlike artificial indoor lighting or screens, natural sunlight provides the full spectrum needed to send clear signals to the brain. Seniors who spend most of their mornings indoors, especially in winter, often experience symptoms of seasonal affective disorders, SAD, reduced energy, and slower metabolism due to light deficiency. This habit doesn't require sunbathing or long walks. Simply sitting near a sunlit window, stepping outside on a balcony, or taking a gentle stroll in the yard or garden is enough. Even cloudy days offer sufficient light to trigger the circadian system. However, for best results, the light should be unfiltered by glass, as most windows block the most beneficial UVB and blue light wavelengths. Early sunlight exposure also improves bone health by facilitating vitamin D synthesis, which declines naturally with age. Vitamin D supports immune function, reduces inflammation, and helps prevent conditions like osteoporosis and arthritis. Common concerns for older adults. In today's hyperconnected world, many people, seniors include, for their phones the moment they wake up. Whether it's scrolling through news headlines, checking emails, or diving into social media, this habit may seem harmless. But for older adults seeking peace, longevity, and emotional balance, avoiding the phone or news first thing in the morning is one of the smartest lifestyle changes they can make. Why? Because the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking are when your brain is in its most suggestible and sensitive state. And whatever you expose it to in this window directly influences your stress levels, mood, and focus for the entire day. When you wake up, your brain transitions from the theta state, deep relaxation, to alpha and beta waves, where conscious thinking and emotional responses begin to ramp up. If the first input your mind receives is negative news, social comparison, or urgent messages, your body can enter a fight or flight response, triggering the release of cortisol and adrenaline. For seniors, whose bodies are more sensitive to hormonal changes and already prone to anxiety, heart issues, or cognitive fog, this unnecessary stress spike can have real consequences. The news cycle today is built around fear-based headlines, tragedy, politics, and social conflict. Constant early exposure to these stressors can raise blood pressure, accelerate inflammation, impair digestion, and dampen immune response. Over time, this can contribute to chronic diseases such as heart problems, type 2 diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. Similarly, opening social media in the morning often leads to comparison, thinking, seeing others' lives, successes, or family photos, which can stir feelings of loneliness, inadequacy, or sadness in older adults. Instead of consuming media right away, Seniors are better off using this golden window for intentional activities like deep breathing, gratitude, light stretching, or enjoying a quiet cup of tea while looking out the window. These actions anchor the body in a calm state and prepare it to respond to the day with resilience and purpose, not panic. There's also the issue of attention hijacking. Checking devices or media too early disrupts the brain's ability to focus, naturally, making it harder to concentrate, remember things, or complete tasks throughout the day. For seniors, who may already be facing cognitive slowdown, protecting this focus window is essential to staying mentally sharp and engaged. Creating a free morning zone event for just 30 minutes after waking can dramatically improve emotional well-being. Seniors who adopt this habit report feeling calmer, more present, and more in control of their mornings. It also opens up space for more meaningful rituals like conversation with a spouse, journaling, or sitting quietly with a pet or a plant. Simple joys that support mental health and reduce loneliness. Gratitude isn't just a biological tool for well-being and longevity, especially in seniors. Practicing mindful gratitude during the first few minutes after waking has been shown to lower cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, elevate mood, strengthen the immune system, and even improve heart health. For seniors seeking calm, clarity, and resilience in their golden years, this habit can be transformative. As we age, it's natural to experience more loss of loved ones, mobility, routine, or even social roles. These changes can quietly contribute to chronic stress, anxiety, or feelings of emptiness, but studies show that older adults who actively practice gratitude enjoy higher life satisfaction, stronger relationships, and better emotional stability. Gratitude works by shifting focus from what's missing to what's present, from fear to appreciation, and from scarcity to abundance. When done mindfully, that is, with full attention and emotional engagement, gratitude has the power to change brain chemistry. Regular practice increases activity in the prefrontal cortex, which governs decision-making, compassion, and emotional regulation. It also stimulates dopamine and serotonin, two neurotransmitters essential for happiness and motivation. The morning is the perfect time to do this because the brain is in a neuroplastic state, highly impressionable and ready to form new habits. By beginning the day with gratitude, seniors can essentially train the brain to look for the good, even in challenging situations. A simple routine may involve mentally or verbally listing 3 specific things you're grateful for upon waking. These don't have to be grand. The warmth of the bed, a grandchild's laughter, or the fresh air coming through the window are all powerful. What matters is emotional sincerity and presence. The more detail and feeling involved, the more effective the practice. Some may prefer to write it down in a journal or even speak it aloud to a partner, pet, or the mirror. Others incorporate gratitude into prayer or spiritual reflection. However it's practiced, consistency is key. Just a few minutes daily can retrain thought patterns, reducing the likelihood of spiraling into negativity or hopelessness. Risks in older age. Moreover, gratitude lowers cortisol, which is essential for seniors. High cortisol levels are linked to high blood pressure, suppressed immunity, poor sleep, and weight gain, all of which contribute to aging and disease. By lowering stress hormones naturally, gratitude enhances not just emotional well-being, but physical health too. There's also a social benefit. Seniors who practice gratitude tend to be more outwardly kind, patient, and connected. Expressing gratitude strengthens bonds with caregivers, family, and friends, creating a positive feedback loop of support and affection, which is vital for longevity. As we age, the body and mind begin to respond more sensitively to unpredictability. One of the most impactful habits seniors can adopt for lasting health and emotional balance is to establish a consistent morning routine. Far from being restrictive, a structured start to the day provides a sense of stability, direction, and purpose, key ingredients for both physical longevity and mental wellness. The human body thrives on rhythm, from digestion and sleep to hormone release and brain function. Nearly every system in the body operates on a circadian biological clock that aligns with the 24-hour day. When your morning begins at the same time and follows a predictable sequence of healthy habits, your internal systems sync more efficiently. For seniors, whose circadian rhythms can become disrupted due to aging, this consistency is vital in maintaining sleep quality, energy levels, immune function, and cognitive sharpness. A well-structured morning routine might include hydration, stretching, deep breathing, gratitude reflection, and sunlight exposure, all of which work synergistically to activate the body and mind. But the true power of routine lies not just in the individual habits themselves, but in the repetition. By doing the same sequence every morning, the body begins to anticipate and prepare, hormones adjust, digestion kicks in, and